So welcome to episode number 41.
Happy New Year!
Happy freaking New Year!
How
Happy New
is everyone doing? You made it to 2020.
We made it to 2020. Woo! Woo, mate! New
feels
Year, same
good.
jumper. What you guys think?
That's what I'm gonna say. We're in the same clothes,
New
big
Year,
man.
same jumper.
That's how you want to start the year.
It's all about being sustainable, guys. Recycle more, right?
Boy. Go on.
Recycle more. Recycle more.
It was good. It feels good. So you're
All
here
right.
with Olu, Shawal, Pabilo, and Daniel.
Yeah.
So- How's everyone doing?
Very well.
Grateful, man. Grateful.
Good.
Grateful that we
Yeah.
survived another year. We got a big year ahead. I'm wearing the same jumper, so I'm all good.
Exactly. So Shawal, like you mentioned, grateful, right? So
Yes.
as we're in 2020, we wanted to spend the episode just really focusing on gratitude, right? So what does that mean to each and every one of us? Is it something that we practice or not? So this will be taken by Shawal. So stay tuned and let's get started.
Take off, take flight with you. For we never fly, but we're flying.
We ready? Right, guys, it's 2020, and I wanted to start the year with a positive bounce, okay? Now, there's no better way to start being... There's no better way to be positive than with gratitude. So the first question I actually want to ask is, I think we've done episodes before on daily routines, morning habits, etc. Do you guys, at this moment in time, practice gratitude in any way, whether that's writing, speaking, thinking, and is it part of the daily practice or not? First question.
For sure.
Yeah, nah. So of course, and it's part of my.
Are you laughing because you do it so much, or what?
No. It's I'll say it after the episode. So yeah, I do every day. It's part of my sort of. It's part of my planning, and do you want to go into the reasons why? You want to just check if everyone?
Okay, let's quickly check who does it. So okay, P's yes. Olu, how about you?
Yes, for sure.
Yes. Daily, weekly, monthly.
So I do mine
Every
on a daily basis, just in regards to stopping me from complaining about life.
Yeah.
So gratitude is a way of me saying, okay, your day might not be going well, but you've got all of these other things to be thankful for. So it's how do you always show gratitude, because your situation could be a lot worse than it is. So no matter what you're going through, is how do you see the positive element of it? So every day I'm like, okay, thank you for waking me up. That's number one, right? If you're not awake, you don't have the opportunity to right your wrongs from the day or even progress and grow, right?
All right, perfect. So two for two. Daniel, how about you?
Daily. Like, I say no. What's
Daily.
going on?
No, daily.
Daily?
I'm thankful daily. Gratitude is a must, in the words of coffee.
And daily in what way?
Verbally.
Yeah,
verbally. Yeah.
Like, what's the process for you guys? How do you do it?
For me, it's when I'm praying.
Rob,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how you start the day as well?
Yeah. Start and end every day.
And is it centered around the similar themes, or is it kind of always different? Or
Well, I'm thankful for many things. Thankful for family, friends, health, vision, senses, being able to walk, being able to even think for myself. Being mentally sound.
Yeah.
Thankful for shelter, thankful for clothes, thankful for food, thankful for money. I might not have a lot of things, but I'm thankful for the things I do have. Money can buy your house, but it can't buy your home. It can buy your bed, but it can't buy your good night's sleep. So there are many things that money can buy, but there are many things that money can't buy.
Talk, Daniel Johnson. So P, what? So going back to what you were saying, what's your... So by the way, on my side, it's also something that I try to practice every day. And I notice actually, even when I'm traveling, and if I don't do it, if I have a week or two where work is really busy, or for whatever reason I don't do it, I notice a difference in myself as well, and also the outlook that I have on the day, the week, and what's going on at that time. So, but it's nice to hear that everyone does it every day. And P, you were saying how do you do it? So Daniel does it verbally through his prayers. Olu's doing it daily. Olu, you didn't say how you do it, by the way.
So through prayer, and then also for me is moments of peace and silence. So for example, when I'm driving, certain times I'll be going on a long journey and then all of a sudden it might be a nice sunny day or whatever. You just start to think about, wait, life, I've got so much to be thankful about. Like you just have a moment where you're just looking at sort of how great is your life, the people that you have in your life, the opportunities that you've been given. And yeah, that's for me is just really prayer, and then moments in the day of like peace and silence where it just hits me, where it's like, oh wow, this world is an amazing world. Like it's just it's the reason why gratitude is something, because I would, after we continue, I would like to understand, is there any reason why you shouldn't be a person who is always grateful and shows gratitude? Because I think you have interactions with people that you're like, they'll complain or talk about certain things, and I'm like, yo, I understand what you're saying is tough and hard, but you got so much other things to be grateful for. Can't you see X, Y, and Z? So I just feel like there's no reason for anyone not to be.
I think it's all relative as well. I think sometimes people don't realize how good they have it, even if they think everything's going to collapse. But so, Pete, so how is your process?
Yeah, so I have a success or I call it a success planner, and the very first line that I have to fill out is what I'm grateful for. So I write it down every single morning. And for similar to what the guys have said, and for me, what it is, it helps. What I find is that it resets my dial every single morning. And so no matter, I could have had a rough day the day before, I could have had a great day the day before, and it always brings me back to the center and reminds me on the things that are really important. So I found myself writing things along the lines of, I'm extremely thankful for the orange juice I had with my breakfast. Or for the fact that the shower is quite powerful and it works quite well, or the bed is good. So very small things. And the reason, one of the reasons why I think practicing gratitude is also important is because, yes, obviously it releases positive emotions, etc. But I think Tony Robbins mentioned this, which was it's impossible to be grateful and angry at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very powerful emotion to sort of practice and keep. And yeah, for all other reasons the guys mentioned as well.
And I think it's actually quite infectious as well. If you're around people who you know are very grateful for a lot of things, naturally it has a knock-on effect on the people around you. Even if they're miserable or they're having a bad day, it kind of helps put their challenges into perspective as well. But I wanted to kind of flip this on a bit more, because Pabilo and myself, we've had this conversation where if you're too grateful and you're too humble about things, does that also sometimes lead to not being aggressive enough and making more of those aggressive moves to push yourself? So what do you guys think about this balance? Or can you be grateful and still be aggressive and push for things and keep getting things done?
Yeah. So for me, I don't see a problem there. It all comes down to your why, in my mind. Like, I think definitely you can be grateful for the opportunities that you have in life and grateful for where you are. But what continuously pushes you forward is not because you're comfortable in your situation, because I think all four of us can look around and say we're comfortable in where our lives are at this precise moment. What drives you forward is less of if you're still hungry or whatever. It's really your why. Like your why continues driving you forward. So why are you doing long hours? Why are you working on a side hustle or whatever? Why are you doing it? If it's for a selfish reason, then I think it's just, you don't always move forward. But if you're greater, I can talk for myself, but if my why is based on, okay, my wife and kids, being able to provide them a life, education, the people around me, like I have friends where if a friend of mine hits me up and says, hey, I need this, or I need your help with X, Y, Z, I've been put in a position to be able to help them, and I want to continue striving so I can continue helping the people around me, because I believe in everyone's life, there's those generational people, right? Where their success builds so many other lives and so many other people around them. So it's how do you set an example and continue striving? So for me, I feel like both of them can coincide and live together as long as you have a great why to continue.
So the purpose is important, right? And why you're doing it. Daniel, what's your view? Do you think you can balance it out somehow? Or if you're too grateful for things and too happy for opportunities, you don't push?
I think you can. I don't see why grateful inhibits your ability to continue to push.
Yeah.
being grateful has nothing about whether you're comfortable or uncomfortable. You can still be grateful, but not be in a perfect circumstance. You could be in 50k debt, but you can still be grateful because you still got life. Because I think a quote is, if money is the most, if money is your biggest challenge at the moment, be grateful because at least your health is not in jeopardy.
Yeah.
Because I know we would all trade to have money issues rather than have detrimental health issues.
Yo, I would drop money to fix my knee, man. Like,
I think Pabila probably would as well. That's a six-figure payment for Pabila's knees.
For me, health is
couple mortgages.
So I don't feel that being grateful has. I think being grateful is the least we can be as a human.
Minimum,
I think we should. I think we should be grateful for everything, whether it's it doesn't cost you. Manners don't cost you a thing, and even for example, being grateful that you're able to drink water from a tap. Yeah. How many countries do we know that it's not safe to do so?
Yeah.
How many countries do we know it's not safe just to open your door and walk out?
Yeah.
There are many things to be grateful for.
So I agree with both of you, and I think the point. What I try to keep in my mind is it's a little bit like, for example, because we've been given an advantage.
But when you said advantage, what do you mean?
I just realized how Sean's looking at me. I'm trying to prepare my point.
When you said advantage, what do you mean?
No, if we compare our situations and we look at it from a world view, we've been given a lot. You some of the things you mentioned: health, love, wealth, etc. And boy, my point is mad right now, cuz.
This is what happens after New Year, New Year hits you.
Yeah,
bro. Cuz.
Cool. But it's good. I think we've got.
Make sure you leave that in. Don't take that
right,
part out.
So
that was a.
That's good.
No, I'm playing. So what I wanted to say was, I do think that I speak for myself. I need to, as much as it is important to practice gratitude. I have. You know what? I try not to overdo it, because when I do think about things that I'm grateful for, it at that point in time, or if it's over the course of a few weeks or months, it will slow me down and force me to not feel like I have to do anything because I've been given so much as an advantage. But I actually then think, because of the position that we're in, we should use that position to really push and see how much we can make of it. So I think it's about really finding the right balance between being grateful, but also making sure that you're pushing aggressively to be the best version of yourself you can be. Because like I said, I think being
grateful doesn't mean that you should feel comfortable, right? So because what you sound like you're saying is your comfort is stopping you, hindering you from progressing. Versus gratitude.
Let's look at the reality, right? So if you say, for example, you mentioned, I'm very grateful to be able to drink out tap water, or have. I mean, all of these things don't make you. Does it make you want to work harder, or does it perhaps say, I'm very grateful for what I have, and I'll just sort of be very appreciative?
I'm not saying you
get what I'm trying to say.
I'm not saying every time you open the tap, or I don't every time I open the tap. But I'm saying,
I'm not saying that.
But if the tap water bangs, and it bangs. I'm
not saying that still.
But it's just a sense of gratitude.
That's not
so for me, Pabilo, because when I think about it, I think there's a difference between gratitude and contentment, and I think that's the difference. That
wasn't what I was saying.
So you weren't talking about.
So go ahead. Only run your point.
So it sounds like, because there's a difference between gratitude and contentment, and I think you can still be grateful for everything that you have, and having a warm house, not worrying about money, having great friends in your life, family, etc., but not be content and want more. I don't feel like it challenges or conflicts each other. I think gratitude is something that every human being should have. No matter your situation or scenario, you should have a certain level of gratitude, because personally, I feel like it could be a lot worse, especially people in the Western world, right? it could be a lot worse. So it's just if you can't even have gratitude, I don't even feel like you can even move forward. Like if you can't have the first element of gratitude, I don't feel like you can progress or strive for anything else, because you're not. Yeah, like, but that's me personally. P.
What was your
P? That shocked you?
That last point. No, I'm joking too much. I need to be serious. I'm joking too much.
You can't move forward?
No, you said that without maybe we just see. I think we see it differently, because for me,
thinking about contentment. I think that's what in terms of you're comfortable and you're content with all that you have, so you don't want to progress. Versus, I'm grateful for where I am. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for these opportunities, but I can still move forward by being grateful.
Yeah, but you see, that mind frame and mindset for me is not. Maybe I speak for myself, right? But I just think I make it a point not to overdo it. I mean, I pray 5 times a day, so I'm always thankful for the position that I'm in. But what I'm trying to say is what gets me going and moving more aggressively is kind of thinking about what I don't have and kind of sort of going from a zero-based situation and pushing that way. And I just feel like it's difficult to go after it as you're hungry and also be grateful at the same time. It's like a switch.
But I think, I mean, having contrasting opinions is not going to be the same for everyone. And I think everyone in this group is probably equally as driven as each other. So one thing that I wanted there's actually a 2-part exercise. So the first part is I want you guys to say, what's one thing that you are grateful for in your life right now? Who wants to go first? But we can't, by the way, we can't say the same thing. So if whoever goes first.
Daniel, you want to go first? Go on.
Who, me?
Yeah,
you go.
I'm grateful for a loving wife.
Smart.
What is it about your wife, Daniel?
Oh, many things. For example, I don't ever have to worry about having lunch for work. Always taken care of. I don't have to worry about a meal. Mm-hmm. I can cook, but Melissa loves cooking, so she's always, I haven't got to worry about food. I haven't got to worry about many things in the house. Well, when I say many things, there are many things I do as well. So I vacuum. I do the laundry.
Yeah, that was a quick backtrack. He
was like, "You didn't want to get in trouble quick."
I do the laundry. I do like all the electrical stuff in the house, like all the appliances, make sure things are serviced or those type of things. But it's just I've never had to worry about a meal. But also, every single morning, it's in my lunchbox in the fridge. And it's there, and it's ready.
So shout out to Melissa, curated by DJ, is very grateful for you. Right, Ollie, you're next.
Sorry to add, I tell her this all the time. I always say thank you for dinner. I always say thank you for lunch. And when I'm having it, I say thank you for that. Like, I really enjoyed the food. Boom. So it's not just me. It's not me. It's I'm always vocal about it as well.
And that's on the podcast as well.
You know why this is peak here?
Yeah.
You said that we can't repeat, yeah.
No, we can repeat. If you want to say a partner, you're not going to say Melissa, right?
No, I'm just saying that P. Oh, because if you so you can still say partner.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not. He doesn't match. If P doesn't match that, I know Lauren's like, oh, you see the way Daniel's talking about Melissa.
No, but you don't compare. It's different things.
I wasn't even going to say Lauren either. Straight face, cuz. Ollie, go on, you next. Straight face. go on, Ollie, you next.
Oh shoot. For me, friends and family.
That is cool. So why friends and family for you, Lou?
I couldn't choose even though I'm hard on the people on this podcast and some of my friends, but I couldn't choose a better group of family and friends. Like
they couldn't have chosen a better person to do cocktails at his 30th birthday, to take photos.
He's taking your shine still.
But no, like I honestly believe that I'm blessed with amazing people in my life. Like family, friends. Like if I'm going through any situation, I can always call people, and I feel like it works both ways, right?
Yeah.
And I know which friends will pick up and which friends won't. That's the key thing you need to know. But yeah, I think it works both ways, right? You create your life, and at the end of the day, every single person is gonna die. Every single one of us is gonna die, right? And we got to look at what do we leave and what do we plant, as we go along life. And I think the biggest thing you want to try and achieve is really around your family and friends. Just those relationships, those friendships where they can say, okay, oh, Olu passed away or they passed away. You can say, oh, you shared a great bond with them. So for me, family and friends is probably my number one thing.
All right, cool. So we have Daniel, Melissa, Olu, family and friends. P, what's yours?
So I was thinking about it as you guys were talking, and I thought
money.
No. I'm not trying to say that. I'm gonna do a little bit different, actually. You know what?
Mortgages.
I need that debt. Come on, baby.
Property.
I don't know if this makes sense. But I'll give it a try. So I'm actually grateful for me.
Yeah.
Come on, some Ronaldo flex.
Yeah.
No.
That's Snoop Dogg. Yeah, no, go ahead. Exactly. I know where you're going. Yeah.
I haven't got to say anything more.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I think if I look at, I'm grateful for the risks that I've taken. I'm grateful for being different. I'm grateful for being more serious than the average person when I was growing up. I'm grateful for
Is that it?
No, there's a lot of things, but along those lines, right? And so again, it's self-love, self-worth. I'm just grateful for the decisions that I've taken over the last sort of 10 years to put myself in the position I'm in now. And I'm looking forward to the future.
Go P. What would this world be without P?
I know exactly. I don't know if there's not really much that I can really add to what you guys have said, because I'm probably a little bit.
I felt good still. I'm not gonna lie. I felt good. No. But yeah, it was just, I like what Snoop Dogg done in it when he says, "I want to thank me." So
yeah.
And I wanted to say something different besides the obvious. Okay.
Yeah. That's good.
So yeah.
I think on my side, I mean, how do I follow that? And the three examples that you guys
speak from the heart.
Three guys. I think for me, it's definitely the friends. Say again.
This guy's sweating. Put your arms down, man.
getting kind of stiff, getting kind of nervous. Whoa, sweating a bit. This turtleneck jumper's getting that neck hot. Go. I'm definitely grateful for friends and family. Definitely number one. I think if I wasn't surrounded by the people that I am with, then I probably would not have gotten as far in my life as I want. And even when I thought certain people were maybe holding me back or not pushing me as much as they did at that time, in the long term, it's kind of made sense because it's helped. So yeah, friends and family number one.
Yeah, I tend to think I would have got further with different friends, but that's another topic.
So actually, now on this. So this is how I want to close the episode, right? So now I want to do an exercise where we say 3 things that we are grateful for. No, as in we say 3 things that we are grateful for. So it has to be 1 for each of our co-hosts on this podcast. So Pabilo has to say what he's grateful. Huh?
Repeat that.
So Olu, you will have to say what you're grateful about, if there's anything, regarding Pabilo, regarding myself, regarding Daniel.
This is going to be fun.
Pabilo needs to do the same with you, Daniel, and myself, and then we go around like that. So we go.
I got a comment on each person.
Yes. Yeah. So what are you grateful for?
How if you haven't got one for a particular person?
If you don't have one, then you got to say,
let me quickly go.
I'm going to go first. No, wait,
let me go. I don't want to think about it. Let me go. So with Olu, I'm grateful for his work ethic, an example that he sets when he puts his mind to a particular task. Mm-hmm. Daniel, I'm grateful for the fact that he's like a personified class act. Mm-hmm. And for Shuo, I'm grateful for his outlook on life.
Dope.
Okay, cool.
Right, Olu, go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
Hard.
This is actually, why is it hard? It should be easy, no?
Go quick. Just go quick.
So Daniel,
you ain't gotta be so serious, man. Relax.
I'm just being honest. Daniel is. I'm grateful for the example that he sets, where it comes to religion, family. I just love the example he sets in terms of always being available for friends, and just the way he is with just his family members. Wherever I see Daniel go and visit someone, he's always with his cousins, nieces, and they're just taking pictures, and just he's such a family-oriented person. So that's Daniel. Shuel, I'll say to Shuel, similar to what P said, but more just Shuel. I've said this, I think, on a previous episode. I'm just grateful for your light and your like. Shuel can, in a tough environment, us three, and I'm talking about Daniel, Pabilo, and I, can sometimes be tough characters, but Shuel is always the light. He's always the one that can always make you cheer up, make you laugh, make you see a different bright side of life. So Shuel, I can't imagine Shuel being upset or angry, because I just always see Shuel as the light. Pabilo,
this one's gonna be interesting. Yeah, what are you saying?
Which one?
Pabilo.
No, cold, man. It's love. Go on. What are you saying?
So with Pabilo, the one that I would say with you is your excitement. When you get excited about stuff, I like your initial passion for stuff. So when I mean initial passion for stuff, I never met someone. No, in fact, forget about even initial. I've never met someone that's as passionate as Pabilo. For example, let's just go through the whole experience of becoming a father, right? Like the messages, or like the excitement, the joy is like, you bring back that sort of child in a sweet shop. Like, it's so just excited about. And so many times I think life has told us to just be calm and cool and lay back, and getting to see you just be excited about becoming a father, your wife, you just striving for greatness and wanting to achieve. And when you come up with a new exciting idea, project, side hustle, just that excitement that you have, I'll say that's what I have for Pabilo.
Dope. DJ, go ahead.
Mine for Shuel would be grateful for his sense of freedom and adventure.
We've had a couple as well, Daniel. We've had a couple.
Yeah. Like his the fact that he's never afraid to try new things, whether it be with new people, a group of people, or by himself. And the fact that, 3 marathons in 3 different cities, and setting these different targets is just it's admirable. So, the sense of adventure and, always striving to set new targets is something I'm grateful for, because that also encourages me. For Olu, mine would be his both ability to be serious, but also to be able to reason. There are many times I've maybe complained or said something, but then Olu's brought on a different side of, say, not an argument, but different perspective, and able to bring that perspective and make me reevaluate or rethink what I'm thinking. And I think that's a good quality to have as well. For P, it would be his work ethic for things he's passionate about. I think when he's passionate about something, he's all money in.
Disclaimer.
No receipt. No return. I'll be disclaimer, because it's only things that his passion for, only things he's interested in. It's only if he's not interested,
all or nothing.
Expect zero.
All or nothing.
But it is that passion for what he believes in, because you can really tell when he's passionate about something, because he will be speaking about it, he'll share about it, it'll come across in conversations, and that's what I'm grateful for.
Boom. All right, cool. So where do I start? All right, so first of all, I'll start with Daniel, because he's the closest to me in the window here. Daniel, I think I mentioned it to Daniel before. What I'm grateful for is Daniel's touch of class and elegance that he has. I think we've traveled together. We've spent some time together, and I've gotten to know you well over the years at Pabilo's wedding, etc. And I think you're always someone who holds himself up in a very respectful way. But there is that childlike charm about you that I've been able to see and get to know over the years, which I love when you bring that out, because then we've had a lot of fun together as well. So that's definitely Daniel. Olu, I'd have to say, it's the sheer tenacity and drive to do better, be better, and just keep pushing. that's something that I find very infectious. And I think without that, probably with this podcast, we probably would have stopped after episode 4. So I'm very grateful to have someone like Olu around, who's also, not only is he driving himself, but also sharing the process that he's going along the way. Then Mr. Pabilo, Timbo. What am I grateful for with P? So P is basically like a brother to me now, I have to say. It's when we first met, we were friends for probably like I'd say a few months to a year. And then it got to a stage where really he's become a brother to me. So I genuinely see him as blood now. And I've said this to P already before, I would trust him with my life. And I know that all of us were going to be friends for life anyway. But having P close to me pushes me, and I know that I have the same effect on him. And I'm looking forward to our kids playing together, hopefully one day. And I think also seeing Pabilo and also Daniel, how you guys have taken the step in terms of getting married, taking that next step of life. I think it's very well documented that I'm at a different phase in my life. But when I see you guys do that, it's something that I generally find inspiring. And I'm grateful to have friends like you around who are doing that, because it shows me that actually you can have a life beyond a certain stage of where you think life ends, and things are actually growing to a different levels. So yeah, all good.
Did you think life ended when you got married?
Mate, that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking before. I was thinking once you're in a relationship and you're married, it's all a wrap. But actually, it's just you just enter a new phase of growth, and I'm grateful that I can see that in close contact with you guys. Cool. So, what an episode. So hopefully that helps everyone start the year positively well. If there's one thing that you can take away from this, is just practice gratitude in any small form that you can every day, whether that's through prayer, or if you're not religious, write it down, or if you're cycling to work, just think about it. But doing that practice every day, I think helps. And the other key takeaway is Pabilo is grateful for himself. So boom.
And if you need if you need a way to start, use post-it notes, put them in a jar, then at the end of the year you can open them up and read out what you're grateful for each day.
And Pabilo's one would just say me.
All about me.
Cool.
Great episode, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So thank you all for listening to episode 41. We hope you enjoyed it. If you have any feedback for us, as always, you can DM us on Instagram at TakeFlight Podcast, or email us at takeflightpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you all. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Love and
take care and God bless.